Spain is one of the most attractive tourist destinations in the world. It offers a variety of interesting places to explore and activities to indulge in for everyone. Whether you feel like resting and relaxing on your trip or plan to pursue adventure, you can enjoy your trip as per your taste and desires. Here you can find unique things like whistling languages of the islands and grown-up men jumping over newborns on a festival. In today's video, we'll talk about the strangest things that are found in Spain. But before we begin, make sure you've subscribed to our channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. Melpeak Crosses. About 65 feet below sea level, there are 40 unique crosses submerged intentionally in the ocean water. It was done hundreds of years ago. The story is around 400 years old. In other words, it happened in 1570. At that time, Canary Islands were controlled by Spain and had been turned into a trading colony. When pirates found out about the trading colony, they immediately rushed to grab the opportunity and overran the colony. A Portuguese missionary, Inácio de Azenveneto, and his 39 companions, ignoring the dangers, sailed to preach religion in the area. Unfortunately, they boarded a ship of French pirates led by Jacques de Saux, who did not want to carry along the 40 passengers. They killed the missionaries and threw them into the sea, where they were just minutes away from the shore. They were declared martyrs, and the crosses are a tribute to these ill-fated passengers. Baby Jumping Festival. Spain boasts of hosting a lot of bizarre festivals, but none of these is any match for the Baby Jumping Festival. It's held annually in Castell de Moixerà. Everyone can bring a newly born baby to participate in the festival. The legend dates back to the 1620s when newborns were placed on the ground, swaddled, and grown-up men dressed as devils jumped over the babies. According to the tradition, this act is meant to cleanse the babies from all acts of evil doing. However, people didn't seem bothered about the impact of men dressed as devils and harm that would likely be caused to the babies if someone slipped and fell on them. Traditionalists believe that any person who's not gone through this ritual is waiting around for bad things to happen. Volcano Barbecue. In the Canary Islands, there are local restaurants that use the heat of the volcano to cook their food. They rely only on heat already being produced by the volcano. A local restaurant, dubbed El Diablo Restaurant, is built around the mouth of a volcano and constructed on the basalt rock located there. About 6 feet below the restaurant lies a pool of lava, which releases heat up to about 400 degrees Celsius. Here, chefs have placed their grill racks over the hole carved above the lava and cook their meat there. In addition, the restaurant also offers one of the best views on the island. Cursed Village. Trismus, a small village, attracts thousands of tourists every year. Along with its landscape, people come to visit it for its history connected to witchcraft, which is one of the important notions across the globe. People have immense interest in the magical and mystical. Therefore, they are attracted to the witch theory associated with this particular village. Its reputation has been enhanced because it was excommunicated by the church, which deemed it a haunted and cursed village. 47 residents of the village, however, consider it a blessing, as thousands of visitors throng the area every year. Chapel in a volcano. A chapel near Santa Paul village sits in the middle of the volcano since the Middle Ages. The mention of the original chapel was first recorded in 1403 when its rector included it in the will. The cultural councillor of the village is responsible for maintaining the chapel. Most of the year the church remains unused except during Alpec, a religious event that combines with the ceremony, food and music. This event coincides with the feast of St. Margaret of Antioch on July 20th. On this occasion, thousands of people hike for 25 minutes to the area to participate in the event. The chapel was lastly remodeled in 1865 and replaced the original structure which had survived volcanic eruptions. Deadly Fountain. Barcelona's famous Caldas Mercury fountain is known for being the deadliest artwork existing today. It was donated by the artist to the foundation. For the safety of visitors from the highly toxic substance mercury, it's kept in a glass casing. Mercury gives it the most unique trait as it is the only metal that exists in liquid form at normal temperatures. It has fascinated the civilizations for the last several centuries. Due to its mystical properties, people have been impressed by this substance. It's narrated that an Egyptian ruler of the 9th century desired to be rocked to sleep as he lay on air cushions while staying afloat by acquiring a bed with mercury under it. It also reported that the first ruler of China drank a mixture of mercury and jade for getting eternal life, and resultantly he died. Keeping in view the dangerous properties of mercury, you can imagine how much care and cautiousness was required in the creation and observation of this unique work of art. Smurf Village. The village called Huascar is the smallest village located in Valdez, Casa del Bandolero. It's considered to be the first Smurf town in the world. It used to be a weekend destination for rural tourists before it was transformed and declared as a Smurf town. Tourists used to enjoy hiking and outdoor activities. Presently, about 250 visitors make their way to enjoy the beauty of this blue town and its Smurfiness. Here, every building has been painted blue, which includes houses, the church, and the cemetery. Everything embraced blue for the premiere of Sony Pictures' film The Smurfs. Subsequently, once the filming and promotion were over, the residents decided to stick with this unique decor which attracted tourists. Since then, 8 new businesses have opened up here, including guest houses, new public services, and parking. La Tomatina Festival. This world-renowned festival is a very well-organized carnival. It's a giant food fight to entertain the participants. The community enjoys the fun in a safe and conducive manner, and on its culmination everyone helps in cleaning the venue. Although special staff are deputied for cleaning, some volunteers also join in to finish the job. The history of the commencement of this festival is quite funny. In 1945, giants and big-headed figures paraded through the town square. The big head of one participant fell off as a result of rambunctious crowds. The participant was enraged and started hitting everything coming his way. Meanwhile, a vegetable stall fell victim to the fury of the enraged crowd. They started throwing food at one another until law enforcement officers intervened. There onward, La Tomatina Festival became a regular event. Living under a rock. In this Spanish town, people live under a rock. This town of 3,000 residents lives under the shadow of a massive rock. Initially, people settled here to live in caves as these provided the best means of protection. The marvelous natural caves of Setonir de la Bodega seem to be the best suited residences for humans. Residents did not require to construct complete houses, rather they just needed to carve out faces of impressive homes. It's believed that the people have been inhabiting this area since pre-recorded history. Monkey Christ. Boggler, a Spanish town, has been famous amongst historians for centuries due to its unmatched wines and impressive 16th century town hall. However, things changed when religious fervor transformed into ridicule and meme, which subsequently became an incredible success in attracting new tourists. A parishioner had noticed a peeling and faded painting installed on the wall of the church was being disfigured by the weather and leaking. They decided to take steps to preserve the painting. The familiar face of Christ was actually painted about a century ago. To protect the work, they started to apply thick blocks of colour atop the picture. As a result, the painting turned into what is nowadays known as Monkey Christ, as uncannily it has a close resemblance to a monkey. The memorabilia shop is full of coffee cups, t-shirts, keychains and so many other things, all having iconic Monkey Christ painted on them. Scariest height in the world. Near Malaga, about the 5-mile-long trail once considered to be the most dangerous trail in the world. However, the entire hiking path has been carefully renovated, which has made it much safer. But one thing has not changed, and that is the amazing experience of strolling along the hanging walkways that hang over at a height of 30 feet. Those who dared to walk around these walkways share the sights were memorable. The path, dubbed as Caminito del Rey route, is a stunning trek that passes through canyons, cliffs, and finally an attractive large valley. It passes over one of the most attractive natural sights found in Spain, such as an enormous gorge carved close to a river and the wall located at a height of about 300 feet. The area is also inhabited by a large number of plants and animals. Some lucky visitors can spot rare birds like Egyptian vultures, griffon vultures, and golden eagles. Belmez Faces. The small mountain village of Belmez de la Moraleda was inhabited by a few small farming families. In 1971, Mrs. Maria Gomez Pereira reported discovering a dark stain that appeared randomly on her kitchen floor. Considering it to be a normal leak or oil stain, she made an effort to clean it, but her efforts bore no fruit. However, a few days later, her home became known all over the globe as the House of Faces. Just within the next 7 days, the stains transformed into an incredible image of a human face. The family was no stranger to supernatural beliefs. Maria Pereira claimed to be a spirit medium, and resultantly the residents blamed her for the appearance of this mysterious image and began fearing her. Salamanca Astronaut. Archaeologists and historians feel super frustrated and annoyed after seeing the old hoaxes that have made themselves a part of history. It is a fact that pranksters have been part of human society for quite a while. One such example is the discovery of crystal skulls in the 1920s in the jungle of Baileys. The report shows that these were 3,600 years old Mayan artifacts, but actually these were carved in the 1840s, which is much later than the time when the Mayans vanished from the earth. There is the Voynich manuscript, which carries an understandable text probably written between the 1300s and the 1400s. Well, this is in mind, let us have a look at the Cathedral of Salamanca. Its intricate carvings adorning the outside of the building seem to resemble the modern-day astronaut. It's quite incredible that an ancient building is depicting an advanced technology that was yet to be invented. The cathedral was actually constructed between 1513 and 1733. So far, it has undergone a lot of restoration work, including one in 1992, during which workers were seen consulting with the staff artist Geronimo Garcia, who is permitted to add his present-day astronaut and other items to the facade of the cathedral. The crystal cubes. Pyrite is considered to be a magical mineral. It naturally forms into cube crystal structures that can evoke a variety of emotions connected to sci-fi fantasies. Their value increases with the more elaborate cuboid formation they attain. You can just imagine the cost of these small pieces, which seem to have an extraterrestrial formation with mathematical perfection. These have all been the result of natural forces. These cubes can easily be explained based on geological events that occur all over the world. Pyrite has a single iron atom bonded to two sulfur atoms, which give it an immense ability to form stunning shapes and designs. A rarely known mineral, it's a source for extracting iron and sulfur. These are used for producing iron, sulfuric acid, and several sulfur-based chemicals. Whistling Island. La Gomera is part of the Canary Islands and the second smallest active volcanic island in the group. It spans an area of just 13.6 miles in length and 15.5 miles in width. Due to the presence of several high mountains and deep gorges, the island is difficult to traverse. It's full of winding tracks and roads. Like its complex landscape, it has equally complicated means of communication amongst its inhabitants. People use whistling to convey their messages at long distances. Whistling languages are being used in about 70 areas all over the world. The use of whistle language started about 500 years ago in the Ottoman Empire and spread to all regions of the Black Sea and Mexico. These noises have even been made part of modern languages, which is a pity, for it would only enhance the versatility of modern linguistic arts. Spain has a lot for everyone to visit and enjoy. Which of these strange discoveries is your favourite? Don't forget to tell us in the comments section. Also make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.